Live in our Mahashivratri series. Today's topic is the what and why of meditation, and today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Dinesh Godke. Welcome.
Thank you.
Dinesh is a senior Art of Living teacher. He has been the director of the youth programs in the Art of Living. He is an IITian. He is a meditation extraordinaire. He has taught yoga and meditation to thousands over 22 years in 37 countries. So we're very lucky to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
So let's jump right into it. Today's topic is the what's and how's of meditation, and meditation and yoga is a trending topic across the world. People are referring to it as mindfulness. There are a lot of concepts about meditation. Some people say meditation is closing your eyes and focusing on a thought or on a point far away from you. So what exactly is meditation?
Meditation is the ultimate relaxation. You know, when someone wants to relax, they go to the mountains, to the sea, or they take a massage, or they go to sleep. But meditation, I feel, is the most effective, the deepest rest that you can give to your mind, body, your intellect, to the spirit. And it does not involve effort. Like you want to focus on something, you want to concentrate. People think meditation is concentration. It's the exact opposite. It's deconcentration. Because concentration means you have to apply the mind. It is effort. So meditation is effortless, but the effect of meditation is concentration. Your mind, your intellect becomes laser sharp when you meditate regularly.
And you know, in the traditional texts and images we see somebody sitting in a full lotus, spine erect, for long hours. Is there a certain posture that one needs to adopt to meditate effectively?
Some of these things have done more harm to the idea of meditation. No, you know, the asana, the word itself is described by Patanjali as stiram sukham asanam. In any pose where you can be still and be comfortable. So like we say, you can sit in Padmasana, or you can sit in Sukhasana, or Chairasana, Sofasana, however. Yeah? As long as you are erect, you are still and totally comfortable.
So we can't lie down?
Lying down, then it goes into sleep. Yeah?
So then, I guess, what's the difference between sleep and meditation?
As I said, it's much more deeper than sleep. There are 4 states of our consciousness. The awake state, where you are aware but not rested. Opposite of that is the deep sleep state, where you are totally rested but not aware. The dream state, where there is neither awareness nor rest. And the meditative state, where there is both. You are aware as well as you are resting. So it is said 20 minutes of meditation done properly is equivalent to 6 hours of deep sleep.
Wow.
As let's say 20 minutes of talking negative or cribbing and complaining is like 6 hours of hard labor. Similarly, 20 minutes, if we can meditate daily, it's like 6 hours of deep rest.
And is there a particular time in the day that one should meditate, 4:30 a.m., or is it okay to meditate at any time of the day?
No. But any time on an empty stomach is what is recommended. But the good times, conducive for meditation, are the dawn, the dusk, and when the sun is overhead. You know, any change is a very potent time. So when the sun is moving, coming up, or it is going down, or it's changing. Yeah? So these are called the Sandhya Samay. So Trikal Sandhya. These are good times, but need not be
the only times.
That's right.
How about a direction you should face? Some people say you should face northeast when you meditate, south. Does it matter?
Yeah, people do ask me what side to face. I say inside. Also the scriptures say wherever the yogi faces, that is the east. So don't worry so much about the direction. Yeah? The sight needs to be inwards. That is how Patanjali starts the Yoga Sutras. He says, going from the scenery to the seer. So it doesn't matter what is outside, where you are. You know? It is going back to the seer. That is meditation.
Great. Also, when one thinks of closing one's eyes and sitting down and meditating, the first thing a lot of us experience is a influx of thoughts. I have to do my laundry. I have to pick up my daughter or son from school. I have to do this. I have to do that. How do you quieten down the mind to actually experience meditation?
By just being a witness to all that. You know? It's like you're driving in a car, how the scenery goes by, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant. Similarly, you watch the thoughts come and go. See, in the outside world, there are people, there are situations, there are objects. But in the inside world, there are sensations, there are thoughts, there are feelings. So, in meditation, all you have to do is just being aware of all these things. And just as you start observing, they start to settle down. So, you don't need to fight with them, or you don't need to encourage them. Encouraging a good thought is daydreaming. You suddenly think of, oh, I'm going to do this on the weekend, and we will travel here, and all my friends will be with me. That is daydreaming. And if a negative thought comes, we try to fight with it. We try to resist it. And whatever resists persists. That's the law of the mind. So, being equanimous to a good thought or a bad thought. Just watching it. It's like watching a movie. It's really that, but with eyes closed. And what helps is using the breath, using a mantra. There are many techniques. And that's what we learn on the Art of Living courses.
So you brought up mantras. How does a mantra assist one in meditation? Is it the same as listening to music and meditating, or is there a difference? How does a mantra work?
See, listening to music, the mind is still occupied outside. But a mantra, it is defined as mananat trayate iti mantraha, that which takes you beyond the mind stuff. It could be a simple sound, or it could be chanting one of the Mahamantras, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayana. What happens? That sound vibration quietens all the monkey mind, or it's like the bee in the bottle going all the time. So mantra is a sound vibration. It's very subtle. Of the 5 elements that we are made up of, the earth, the water, the fire, air, or the space element or the sound is the subtlest. So it can really reach to our inner levels. To give you an example, if there is a wall, a stone cannot go through it, water cannot go through, fire cannot go through, air cannot go through. But if you knock on one side, you can hear on the other side.
Nice.
Sound can go through. Similarly, sound addresses all the levels. And that's why maybe enlightened masters of all faiths, religions have given the importance to chanting. And we use that. We use satsangs, chanting, and mantras in Sahaj Samadhi meditation to go deeper within oneself.
How about with, nowadays science and technology growing at a very fast rate, are there any scientific benefits to meditation, research that shows that meditation is something that's beneficial?
Oh, tremendous. You can just Google meditation and the effects of it on the mind-body consciousness, and you'll be bombarded with so many studies worldwide that have happened. One particular study recently I read, which was done in Harvard by Harvard researchers, they say that just 8 weeks of daily meditation can transform the whole patterns in the brain. They saw that the brain cell volume in the amygdala decreases. Amygdala is associated with stress and anxiety. Then the thickness of the hippocampus, the cortical thickness of the hippocampus increases, which is involved with learning and memory. Besides this, there is emotional regulation, psychological well-being that happens in the brain. And the brain is what, governs the whole body. Right. So, yes, what they do say is a regularity is required. Just 8 weeks of doing it daily can bring so much of difference. Just imagine what kind of a effect it would have on our brains, on our bodies, and because of that, the lives that we live.
And how frequently should we meditate? In a day, in a week? Do we meditate for 4 hours a day? Do we meditate 6 times a day? What is the ideal frequency to meditate in a day?
20 minutes a day is good enough.
Well, that's it.
Yeah. But if you can do it twice, nothing like it. You know. See, there are certain things that we do daily. We brush our teeth.
Absolutely. I hope so.
We call it dental hygiene.
Right.
Meditation is mental hygiene. You know, so that you are a social person. You know, if you don't brush well, you'll not be able to go near someone, or so that mental hygiene is also important. You know? So you brush our teeth, we shower, so that we feel fresh and clean. That's what meditation does to the body, to the mind, to all the emotional aspect of ourselves. Then we eat food twice, thrice, 4 times.
Sometimes more than that.
Sometimes people keep eating, they don't stop. Similarly, if we just meditate twice a day, 20 minutes, that gives us the nourishment that all the levels require. In fact, meditation is said to be the food for the soul. God only knows how long we have kept it, hungry. And the third thing that we do daily is we sleep. 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Similarly, if we can just meditate 20 minutes twice a day, that can help who we are and whatever we do.
Is there too much meditation? Is there something that if I meditate too much, I'll leave everything and I'll go off into the mountains, never to emerge again? Is that something that we need to worry about?
At max, you could meditate maybe an hour, hour and a half daily. If you're meditating more than that, as we tell the youth, get a life, come on, get out. Use that energy, that joy, that love that you feel in meditation to make a difference to people around you. Because sadhana, that's meditation, the spiritual practices, always go hand in hand with seva. If you make a difference to people, because of you somebody has smiled, because of you somebody has felt relief, then those blessings see to it that you get deeper in your meditations.
So something as abstract as meditation, does one require a teacher or a guide to take us through it, to teach us meditation, or is it something we can just Google and pick up on our own?
Definitely you require. It is in our scriptures also it is said, Guru bin gyan nahi, Guru bin gati nahi. When you are learning, let's say, cricket from Sachin Tendulkar, it's different. Or soccer from Messi or Ronaldo.
Right.
Similarly, you need a teacher. Someone who is a meditator, only he or she can lead you into meditation. So yes, there are libraries full of books on meditation, or you can Google and it can throw up so many things. But because there is the consciousness involved, because there is that energy involved there, you need to go to a teacher. There's a story of Mahatma Gandhi. One very troubled mother came to Gandhiji and said, my son is getting too much into sweets. He just cannot resist sweets. Please tell him something. Please give him some advice. Mahatma Gandhiji heard her very patiently and said, okay, you bring him to me 3 weeks later. She said, okay, he's here right now, but all right, you're saying so, I'll do that. 3 weeks later, she came back again with the son, and Mahatma Gandhi told the son that, it's not so good for you, sweets. You can just leave it. And this mother is thinking, he could have told, if he had to say this, he could have told her 3 weeks before. She asked Gandhiji why. Gandhiji said, you know what, let me confess, even I had a sweet tooth. Even I used to be very addicted to sweets. So these 3 weeks, what I did, I took that vow. Okay, I stayed away from it. And now when I say those same words, it makes a difference to the kid. So a person who has lived the knowledge can give the knowledge. A person who is a meditator can lead somebody into meditation. And that's why millions of people worldwide say when we do meditation with Gurudev's voice, there is a different depth to it altogether. There's a different flavor to it. Because he is the epitome of meditation. He has led millions of people into it. That's why just listening to his voice itself is meditative, but the meditation goes much deeper.
I can vouch for that. Also, different people have a different experience when they meditate. Are we looking for an experience? Are we looking for a white light to be shining on us, or to be transcended to another plane? Is there an experience we're looking for? Or are we just sitting? What are we doing?
We have a joke, on our courses. We sometimes say, that if you don't like someone, you really hate a person, you give them a book on how to meditate. That person will be confused, because these are the kind of concepts that are put into us. Oh, you have to see a light, all right, oh, that soul will come down, and
none of that.
None of that. Yeah. A pleasant or an unpleasant experience in meditation, it's just the cleansing from deeper levels of our consciousness. You know, our consciousness is vast, it's infinite. You know? And we have the conscious level, the unconscious, the subconscious, the superconscious. You know? So a mantra or a meditation, it could be working at different levels and giving you different experiences. So we say we don't have to hold on to a good or a bad experience. And at the same time, you have patience. You have dynamic enthusiasm and infinite patience when you're doing meditation. You know, many of the gods and goddesses in the Hindu pantheon, they have two of their hands will be like this. What does it mean? You say, wait, I'm giving. Just hold on. You have to have that little bit of patience. And what is right for you will happen at that particular time when you're meditating. So the experience of meditation depends on the kind of food that you have eaten. That's why Ayurveda talks so much about it. Jaise an, vaise man. You eat food which has too much of air element, vata, your mind will go all over the place. Too much of pitta, you will feel acidic, burning. You know, kapha, you will feel lazy, lethargic. Yeah? So the food you eat affects your meditation, your mind, the company that you keep, and the place that you're in. And daily we go through all these, changes in everything. So meditation will be different every time.
So if you're not seeing a white light when you meditate, that's okay.
You can see a dark light also, that's also okay.
That's great. And also, the research shows that large number of people coming together meditating is beneficial for the environment, for the place they're in, for the city. Is that true? And how does that work?
Again, a lot of studies have happened. In the 1960s, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi had done this study in New York when thousands of people meditated together. They have statistics to prove that the crime rate of the city went down.
Wow.
When we had our Silver Jubilee celebrations, we've had some people coming from Ireland or something, and they said they had some instruments or something, and they said how the stress levels of the planet or whatever, the human stress levels went down. And because at that time, 2.5 million people meditated together. So, yes, when one person meditates, it's called tapa. When a few people meditate, it's called swadhyaya. But when thousands and millions meditate together, it's called a yajna. And in that yajna, where these millions of minds together are going to that depth, it creates a very soothing effect on the entire environment.
So it's a good idea for large groups of people to come together and meditate.
Definitely. It's a collective consciousness, and more the merrier.
And it's a good idea to have mantra chanting while you meditate.
Of course. I used to think that how do planets affect my life? There's Indian spirituality and science is full of astronomy, astrology. And, if you look at the moon, for example, it looks like a small button. But it makes the entire oceans rise and fall every day. Billions of liters of water, high tides and the low tides. Now 70% of you is water. Don't you think the moon affects you as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Moon affects the mind. That's why you ask any doctor or a policeman, they are on extra high alert on a new moon or a full moon day. Yeah. That's why moon is called lunatic.
There you go.
So just as the moon affects us, all the other planets affects us, the sun affects us, Jupiter affects us. And our ancient rishis in deep meditation, they sense the effect of it. And Shiva is said to be sitting on top of the 9 planets. So when we chant Om Namah Shivaya, it's called a Maha Mantra, Namah Shivaya, these 5 syllables, when we chant it, the negative influences in life, they reduce, minimize, are nullified, and the positive influences are enhanced. So the 9 planets, when they move through the 12 sun signs, 9 into 12, that's 108 effects are noticed on the mind-body consciousness. You know? And as I said, the negative ones are nullified, the positive ones are enhanced.
So, coming back to Shivratri, is there anything special about this day, this night, and its link to meditation, to going deeper into meditation?
Of course. It's, every day is special, but Shivratri is extra special. Shiva is not just a person. Shiva is a principle. And that Shiva Tattva, Shiva principle, it is said it's closest to the planet Earth on Shivratri night. In fact, it touches planet Earth. And that day, if you meditate, that effect is 1,000 times magnified. So, and especially if you are meditating with everybody together, and with the Guru, with Gurudev, as it's going to happen, then it's unimaginable what happens.
Fantastic. So any final thoughts on meditation?
Okay, fine. Regular practice of meditation enhances your ability to experience joy, love, beauty, and as one of our volunteers, as one of our volunteers said in South America, this lady, she said, it's better than chocolate, shopping, or sex. Meditation, really, it's
a high bar.
Definitely. And meditation easily crosses that. It gives you the pleasure, the joy, and the bliss.
Wow.
So it's quite a blessing to be able to meditate, to have a spiritual path in life. And today, Arjuna asking me questions, I'm feeling like Yogeshwar Krishna.
Well, I'm flattered. It was wonderful having you. That was a very enlightening conversation, and I think our viewers have learned a lot from this. I'm hoping a lot of them do start meditating after this.
Yes, I would love to see you meditate daily, and on Shivratri night, that's 24th of February, while chanting Om Namah Shivaya with Gurudev, doing all the homas and the yajna, and meditating.
So, if you can't come to the Bangalore ashram on the 24th of February, there's a link in the description of this video. You can click on it and watch the live webcast from wherever you are. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.